Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a PvZ between PiG and Neuro here on Pillars of Gold, the latter edition. You probably know both of these names. They are both excellent casters. They both have their own YouTube channel and Twitch channel. I'll put the links to those in the description. Top right-hand corner, we have a red Protoss player. It is PiG. PiG plays random and got Protoss this game. Bottom left-hand corner, we have the yellow Zerg player, Neuro. Neuro mains Zerg, and he has some pretty excellent guides on his YouTube channel on how to play Zerg. So, if you're looking for guides on how to play Zerg, go ahead and check out Neuro's YouTube channel. He's also a pretty darn chill and excellent dude, and he's been on my podcast, the Falcon Paladin Hour. So, thank you very much, Neuro, and I got this replay from PiG, so thank you very much, PiG, and just go ahead and check him out if you enjoy StarCraft 2 content. Alrighty then, so here we go. Gateway first, into a simulator, into... hang on a second. Did I see a probe move out? Where are you, man? Red is here. Okay, so just probe scouting, obviously what you want to do. Checking down, seeing, alright, that's a hatch first play a Rooney, into extractor, into gas, 16, 18, 17 from Neuro, right on the dot, right on the money. Both of these players are GM players. PiG put out a pretty funny Twitch clip the other day showing him getting GM and expressing all this emotion about it and then being like, yeah, this is the 17th time I've gotten GM, so it's fine. In case you didn't know, you actually have to get into GM every season. So if you're a GM, if you're number 1 in GM, the new season rolls around, you're knocked back down to Masters, you got to get back in there. It's nuts. It is a really competitive, like a group of 200 people per ladder, man. 200 people per ladder. And they're both in the same GM ladder, so that's fun. Both of them, well, PiG in Australia, Neuro is an American. We both share the same ladder under the Americas ladder, which I'm sure chafes of the Aussies, but they don't have a lot of people that play StarCraft over there, it turns out, so we kind of just had to bundle together. Anyway, 4 Lings on the way, Speed on the way, 2 Queens in production from Neuro. Nothing too crazy from him at all. PiG, on the other hand, really nothing crazy for him either. Getting Warp Gate Research, got a second base coming up. And what is the second level of tech for PiG here today? I don't rightly know. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe a Stargate. He's going to do that Void Ray opening like so many Protoss do. Not sure. Neuro's third base timing, if he's going super fast third, or almost standard third today, is about now. And there it is. So third base coming on down. Ka-chunk. That's the sound a hatchery makes when it plants, is ka-chunk. And here it is. It's going to be a Twilight Council. Ooh. Twilight Council openings are interesting versus Zerg. It could be DTs. It could definitely be Blink Stalkers. It could be some kind of a Charge Lot Warp Prism all-in style play, but I feel like Neuro's a good enough Zerg player. He's not going to die to any of those things. So we'll see. We'll see what the opening is. Sometimes your opening isn't necessarily intended to kill the Zerg player instantly as Protoss. What you maybe want to do instead is just harm them, right? Maybe get a kill on their third base, kill some drones, maybe kill their entire army and like 4 queens. And maybe you didn't get the killing blow, but you injured them enough to where it's harder for them to win the game now. That's what you got to do, because if you... what is it, Dark Shrine? Because if you leave them alone for the first 5 or 10 minutes, you're just going to die if the player's as good as you are. So there we go. Dark Shrine coming in. This could just be for Archons, though. Don't get your hopes up, Dark Shrine fans. Roach Warren for Neuro at about 35 supply. Oh, pulling on 45 supply. I apologize. Oh, yeah. 45 supply, 35 total workers. Got his Queen production rocking here. He should be fine. If it is Archons, then the Roaches are a good answer to this. Without question. I mean, just... and if it's DTs, Roaches are a good answer to that, too. Roaches are pretty much a fantastic answer to most of what Protoss can do to you, unless it's some kind of like a 4 Void Ray opening, in which case Roaches suck. So you do have to scout, see what's going on. But they'll be good against DTs, against Stalkers, against Zealots, against Archons. There's just a lot of options against Adepts. Roaches can be a nice solve all your problems answer for early game ZVP. Meanwhile, safety spores are up because he doesn't really have any information as to what's going on over here. Yeah, he doesn't have that information at all. So it's got to be... I think he'd already have his gases saturated. PiG would if he was going for DTs. Just because they're so darn expensive gas-wise. So this has got to be Archons, right? You just toss down 2 Dark Archons, you know, morph them together, you have a good time. Wings just scouting back and forth. Information gathering. If you are a Zerg player, your information gathering is what matters. It is just DTs. Well, there's your Warp Prism. Missed that guy for a second, but Yeah, just wandering in. But guess what? Remember what I said about roaches being awesome here? Yeah, roaches are awesome here. The Dark Templar can't do anything. Yeah, sure, the roaches took some damage. Like, they're not invulnerable to DT swipes or anything. But definitely chased them off. That's why you have a handful of roaches. Third base timing recognized for what it is. Neuro has a couple options. He can go for a roach counterattack to try to wipe out that third base. Or he can get a fourth base of his own. Probably here would be my guess if he wants that. This is a little bit too far removed here on Pillars of Gold. There you go, and he just Archons them. See, again, the problem here is that the roaches are still amazing against Archons. So the Pig kind of running up against a brick wall of Neuro being prepared for everything that he's doing here, which is not ideal. To be honest with you, I don't know who I would pick in this game. I think Neuro might be ranked a little bit higher consistently on the GM ladder than Pig is, but I haven't looked at it in such a long time. I just feel like the other advantage that Neuro has is that he is a Zerg main. He only plays Zerg, and the fact that Pig is random means he spends a lot of time playing Terran and Zerg and Protoss. So his Protoss can't possibly be as good, right, as Neuro's Zerg is. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's a fair assumption to make? Let me know in the comments if you think I'm way off base there, but that's one of the reasons you never see a random player at the professional level of StarCraft. Unless you're Flash in Brood War, because you're the legend and you can get away with stuff like that. But it's because playing random is just so hard. It's hard to be elite on all three races. Oh, Flash doing that at Brood War is some of the most crazy Brood War StarCraft news of all time. So yeah, just poking. I mean, a couple of drones go down. Overlord's going to die. It's got speed, but it doesn't matter, because bonus damage versus biological at play here as always. Stab it away, stab it away. So, I guess while we have a bit of a... I mean, not a lot is happening here. These Archons are not going to take down this fourth base by any stretch. So, you might have noticed that my StarCraft 2 channel here is not growing all that much. It's just everybody's hurting. If you look across the board at YouTube casters for StarCraft 2, nobody's doing great. Even somebody like Loco, who's one of the bigger names in the game, is down pretty substantially in their counts in the last 6 months or so. So I was wondering if I were to maybe just turn some of, maybe just start putting out some Falcon rants about stuff. Maybe I'm talking about a movie that just got released, or a TV show like WandaVision that a lot of people are into, or video games that I'm playing. Just stuff like that. If I started sprinkling those in, it's just literally me talking to a camera. Like, I wouldn't do any fancy editing necessarily, because I just don't have the time for that. If somebody wants to edit Falcon rants with appropriate like video content, by all means, let me know. Hit me up at falconpaladin@gmail.com. But would you be interested in that? Or you're just like, nah, I don't come here for Falcon's takes on stuff. I come here for the StarCraft 2. Let me know. Let me know what you think, because I think it'd be interesting. I have a lot of thoughts about many things. If you're a member of my Discord server, you're aware of the fact that I like to rant about stuff. So again, just let me know in the comments. Dropper Lords coming in here from Neuro. Let's see what those are about. But we have a bit of a nice little push here at about 8 minutes. We've got Archons, couple Immortals to deal with the Roaches. Is there enough buffer? Actually, it's a lot of Immortals. Immortal Archon here. Man, if you don't have Hydras, and we do have Hydras. Hydras are on the way. This is a tough composition to beat for sure. So that's why pure Roach against this is not going to work. Like, the Archons are going to buffer the damage at the front, and the Immortals are just going to tear through the Roaches like they're made of tissue paper. So that's why you have the Hydras, and that's why you have the Zealots to jump on top of the Hydras. This is actually pretty scary stuff. Good force fields, but the Hydras on the back lines are just... Trying to focus down the Zealots first, because once the Zealots are dead, this is not absolutely horrible. Nice flank on the backside here to some Ravagers, absorbing some damage at the same time. Oh, yes. This is a pretty nice hold from Neuro. It's not an easy one, mind you. Having enough to deal with this is not simple. He's got 9 more Hydras, 12 more Hydras in production. He's got enough economy. He's got 76 workers. Dang, Neuro's income is pretty substantially heavier than Pig's right now, as it should be if you're a Zerg player trying to stay in it against a good Protoss player. Pig taking a 4th base down here to the south. Love his expansion timings. Expand while attacking. That's what Day 9 said many years ago. It is still true today in all of StarCraft. Storm coming in from Pig, recognizing, okay, I forced a ton of Hydras out from my opponent. Hydras are hard to deal with without splash damage or a ton of charge lots. So let's go ahead and start getting some of that more splash damage, additional to the Archons, which aren't great against Hydras anyway, in the form of Psionic Storm. Got see these charge lots versus these Hydras. They just chomp them right up. They always have, man. Zealot versus Hydra is a Zealot favored matchup since the beginning of time in StarCraft back in '98. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Did he lose his Warp Prism during that battle? Did Pig lose his... He did lose his Warp Prism. Okay, so he's replacing it. Smart. I mean, you do need that Warp Prism for sure. Zealots over here at a 5th base attempt by Neuro, but they shouldn't be able to accomplish much whatsoever. Upgrades coming in from both players. That is a +2 finishing up for Pig right about now. That is honestly some sick upgrade timings. Like right when he's attacking here. Okay, 13 seconds away. Is he going to actually have the benefit of this upgrade during this attack? I don't know. Lings coming around from the backside, trying to jump on top of those Immortals. They're so good against the Immortals. Kind of saving... There you go. I was going to say saving the storm until a larger group of Zerg shows up. And suddenly... Okay, Hydra count getting wiped out a little bit. It's a bit of a chaotic situation here. Roach is popping in, but again, the Immortal sitting back behind. 13 kill Immortal, 10 kill Immortal. Oh, the Warp Prism gets sniped down by the Queens, and now reinforcements are much harder. And bam, enough Hydra show up to clean that sucker up. So beautiful, beautiful hold again from Neuro. He understands the concept of how to defeat Protoss, and Terran especially, is you defeat their attacks. Always have just enough to hold their attacks without losing a base or losing an entire mineral line or, you know, losing the game. That is always a bad thing. And then, you know, just counterattack with links. Dude, get this base. Oh, he's going to try to drop her Lord, but dude, he had enough DPS there in those lings to get... I think he's going to do it. Like, all right, we're going to actually try to kill this Nexus. That's a better target for me than getting inside the main base. So we'll do that, and then maybe we'll try the main base in a minute. Yeah, this is not... No, it's dead, so that's canceled. Beautifully done. The Ling counterattacks are a huge part of ZVP. Neuro understands that. He sends another Zealot down to Pig's 5th, which isn't actually saturated with workers at the moment because he hasn't been able to do so just because of the amount of attacks that have been coming in from the Protoss. So, at this point in the game, it is 10,000 resources lost for Pig and 9,900 resources lost for Neuro, which is not great for the Protoss player. Getting this 5th base canceled sucks. Getting creep on this location totally sucks. I don't know it's killing drones necessarily, but... Yeah, so this Dropper Lord's going to try to do stuff, but there's 3 Stalkers back here. They do bonus versus armored, and by the way, Immortals are armored. So that's not going to accomplish much at all. I don't know. I kind of feel like Neuro has this at this point. It's early to say. We're at 176 to 139 supply, though. The income tab looks in favor of Pig a tiny bit, which is actually pretty good for Pig. He's been chrono boosting out those probes pretty much non-stop to get to the 76 that he's at. And the aggression here from Neuro has not been a whole ton. This is why, man, 2 cannons are just a lot. It's good. It's good, though, against like this Baneling run-by that's trying to get into this mineral line. This might work if he sends the Lings in first to absorb the cannon hits, and then the Banelings get into that mineral line. Seems possible. Zealots, they really like this 5th base of Neuro. This is like the 3rd or 4th Zealot attack into this location while mashing face into 1,000,000 lurkers. Okay, that's not going to work for this incoming attack at all. So more can be dedicated to killing these Zealots. Oh, he did do the thing. How did he do this while defending? He just sneaks everybody in there. Pig's not ready for that. Okay. Okay. 17 probes down. This attack gets cleaned up. This attack is entirely rebuffed. And I think Neuro just has this in the bag. I know it feels early. This shield battery overcharge makes sure that not much else dies after 17 probes get killed. But resources lost, even Steven. Pig has 400 more resources lost than Neuro does. C'est mal. C'est très mal. 6 more drones coming in from Neuro. I guess he wants to get closer to 80 workers than 70. That's fine. Adrenal gland coming in. 1 billion lurkers on the ground. And Pig with all of 5 Immortals. It feels... It's a lot. It's a good number of Immortals, but it's not 10. God, Zealot. Get on out, Zealot. Get on out. Creep spread from Neuro is generally pretty good, too. Priority, as always, connect your bases. After that, start pushing. Or maybe same time, keep pushing. Yeah, this whole Dropper Lord stuff is... trying to accomplish things. Not really much to accomplish, turns out. Lurker is just sieging, though. Sieging. Alright, so that cannon's dead. You cannot range cannons with the range upgrade for Lurkers. Storm coming in. Lurker Spines spining up. Remember when Lurker Spines were huge? I remember when Lurker Spines were huge. But the Lurkers, some of them are injured, some of them are not. He's just, alright, he's going for it, though. This is Pig. I gotta get this off my front door. Lings rolling in. Storm blanketing a lot of this, but how many Lurkers remain? I think too many. Is it too many? Yeah, that Immortal dies to Lurkers, which is just tough news to bear here. It's one Zealot trying to join the party, a ton of Zealot trying to join the party, but Lurkers don't do bonus damage to Zealots, but that doesn't matter. These Zealots are trying to be down south causing problems. Hold on. Zealots tanking a lot of damage. The Immortals finishing them off. Wow. Okay, Pig gets the Zerg off of his front doorstep. It costs him a lot. It's still basically similar numbers of resources lost here. It actually, Neuro's lost about 600 more now. So Pig's made a bit of a dent into the trade problems he's had against the Zerg player today. Yeah, I think that's fair. Oracle coming in here from Pig. Both these players have played against each other so much. Again, there's only 200 people in the GM ladder on any particular ladder. So you're going to play against the same dudes over and over again if you're in the same group. I'm sure Pig and Neuro have played against each other 8,000 times at this point. Revelation tossed on down. Neuro setting an attack. Coming up the left side, though. He's got Lurkers. He's got Hydras. He's got dem Zerglings. And Pig on the other side of the map. So, ships passing in the night scenario. And Neuro decides to pull back. He's like, I have a lead. I have more to lose here. Got some High Templar. It's just not a big, scary Protoss army. I don't know how else to express this to you other than it's not a big, scary Protoss army. It's just not. It's 164 total supply. It's 83 total army supply. Double-digit army supply is just not. At the 16-minute mark is not really going to be ample. It's not going to be enough, you know? 28 Zerglings in production here from Neuro. Oh, that poor Immortal just left behind. Ooh, that one almost wanders into instant death. Gets pulled back by some fancy micro at the last second. Because, by the golly, your players, or your units will suicide into death if you let them. It's pretty good Lurker micro here. Unburrow, burrow. Banelings want to catch. There you go. Catching those Zealots is priority number 1A for those Banelings. 188 to 152 total supply. Couple injured Lurkers there. Bit of whiff on that Revelation. That was just a shift Revelation get out maneuver. Nidus network on the way. So Neuro's like, I don't know if I can break this necessarily, but if I can Nidus inside the Protoss base, that would be really hard to dislodge. Just making 8 more Lurkers casually. Bottom right-hand corner here from Neuro. Actually in a spot of trouble if these Zealots jump on top of that thing. Which are they? Or are they gonna... I think they're heading for something else. Wow, they could have gotten an entire hatch, but I guess maybe they'll get this one instead, and there's actually workers at this one. This is a beautiful Zealot run by, man. I mean, this is cream of the crop GM level play here. They just recognize the importance of Ling run-bys and Zealot run-bys and how hard they are to deal with. Even the pros lose tons of stuff to this kind of thing. 7 drones go down. Both spines go down. The response to this is a Nidus. Oh, Pig's got a Zealot trying to get that Nidus, but he's blocked in. Hey, a Void Ray. A Void Ray does make a presence here in the game. Prismatic alignment. Kill it. Kill it. There you go. Kill it with fire. Bottom right base does die to DTs. This is a pretty good match. I gotta say, this is a pretty fantastic little ZVP we're enjoying here today. 18 minutes, 32 Lings in production. Now, the Lings will die to the High Templar. And I guess maybe the Archons, depending on positioning and surround situation here, but... Alright, Storm. Coming in. Single Void Ray likely dead. Yep. Single Archon likely dead. Immortals likely dead. Did you just abandon some of your guys to die back here, Pig? It sure seems like that's the case. Pig expanding bottom right, too. And top left. Okay. I think Neuro's had a really big lead this game, but this not over yet. Not over to the fat lady sings. There's your recall. Most of it gets out of there. One who doesn't get caught. The Immortal gets wiped out. 180 to 140 supply. I mean, again, Neuro's had a big number lead here on total supply here today, but is that enough, right? I mean, Pig taking the 2 furthest expansions is amazing. I really like that from him. He needs to get up. He needs to catch up here, but the bigger problem is that the army supply is 124 to 81. It's a lot of High Templar. Nice dodge on that Storm. Neuro, for the first time, is kind of out for blood. He's been fairly defensive today. Little bit of harassment here and there. Some Ling and Baneling run-bys, but he hasn't really done this yet. And, oh, great Storm. It doesn't kill the Lurkers, but... is it? Oh my gosh. It's enough Protoss. The Archon's absorbing a lot of the damage, not taking the bonus damage. And the Immortals doing some work there. Absolutely huge. If your opponent's going for Lurkers, Immortals are a must-have in your army composition. So, resources lost has got to look pretty bad now. Oh yeah, 39,200 for Neuro and 37,000 for Pig. So Pig's been making some really, really good trades up to this point. I'm honestly very impressed by this. This has been a pretty good ZVP. I didn't expect a ZVP this good. Oh, that Lurker barely makes it back here with all of 15 HP. One more cannon shot would have killed him for sure. Night is coming up, and the response is real. But see how... oh, Neuro sneaking down the other side. Gonna take down this Nexus. Oh, did he warp in some DTs? He must have warped in some DTs to kill that. Ow. Ow. Yeah, Assimilator dead. Wait, hold on. Didn't get finished off there. Because the probes came back to absorb the hits. And, look, the Assimilator lives with 2 HP. Meanwhile, Neuro coming in after taking down that bottom right-hand corner is going to show up at one of the newer sources of income for Pig. Not the newest, but this is just mass Hydra, Ling, Bane with a couple Lurkers in the mix. And, the Storms are going to have to be disgusting here. Yeah, nice Storm on the Banelings. That's good, but that's one less Storm that you have. Ooh, Viper play for the Hydralisks. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trying to feed back the Vipers. That's a nice play. Love that. They did increase the range of feedback for High Templar about a year ago. Been a nice one, but not enough to save the Nexus. So Pig basically has this income and this income, and that's it. He's two-basing it at the moment. I guess Neuro, on the other hand, is really kind of just two-basing it himself. So not like he has a massive income advantage here, right? Definitely the case. Overseer gets stormed to death. Not something you see every day. Zealot run by. Going after a dead hatchery. Not a good priority. Get inside the main. Go after some of this tech. Get the Lurker Den. Oh, yeah. Neuro has to come all the way back home to deal with this. Boom, boom. Oh, boy. Got our Terran music playing while Zealot and... Zerg and Protoss duke it out here on Pillars of Gold. Terran sitting back enjoying the popcorn. DT's... oh, my gosh. Is Pig going to win this game? Is Pig going to win this game? He did get the Lurker Den. He got the Hydralisk Den, too. Oh, yeah. Oh. Man, I'm looking at this thing. DT's causing havoc down south, retreating before the Hydras arrive. This base is toast. I just Pig expanding to the left side here, too. I like what Pig is doing. Neuro's income is just not particularly fantastic at the moment. Oh, positioning in a way that all of these probes are going to die. The probes, yeah, they recognize they need to get on out. Time to storm. You know, it's 3 storms, looks like. Yeah, 3 storms to kill a Lurker. Oh, High Templar down. Great storming, though. Ling's trying to jump on top of those guys. Can't quite do it. Feedback on the Viper. When they get too close, that range is bonkers. It is such good range. All right. 52 Lings in production here from Neuro. It's like, I don't have a lot of gas. Let's just make 1 billion Zerglings. They do have 2 attack and 1 armor and adrenal glands. Ooh, nice yellow revelation head of that. And yeah, the adrenal gland Lings, even if they don't have 3/3, are pretty good against Zealots anyway. Adrenal gland, incredible upgrade. Insanely good upgrade. Another good storm. Ugh. High Templar pays for it with his life. Another High Templar pays for that storm with his life. Do you want to be the High Templar that wanders over there to try to kill a lurker? I don't think you do. You're probably going to die as a result. Banelings accomplish almost nothing. They do get a pylon. And now they're in range to kill this Nexus. All right, so Pig. Oh, and Pig. Banelings against warping in units is always unfair. The warping in units just are so squishy. And all of a sudden, Pig's two only sources of income are gone. All of a sudden, 3 Nexuses are going to die in quick succession here. And Pig, this game has gone back and forth about 4 times at this point. It looks like Pig is toast. He doesn't, yeah, this income tab is way down in favor of Neuro. Yeah, man, you can retreat these probes all you want. There's no mining for them at that location. It's 150 to 130 total supply. Probe down. How many workers have died today? 62 probes and 29 drones. Once again, that High Templar actually gets a storm off without dying. So congratulations to him. He's a winner. DTs! Oh, and an all-you-can-eat drone buffet. Hum, num, 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 num. Do you have green detection with you guys? No? That's unfortunate. Num, 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 num. Oh, an Overseer did arrive. Okay, so now they're dead. But see, that means the Vipers and the Lurkers that are left behind don't have any support. Lurker, like pure Lurker by itself is not actually going to win versus most Protoss. You have to have the support. See, Hydras and Lings on the support here. 128 to 109 supply. All right, this is getting bonkers all of a sudden here. A small Ling run-by attempt from Neuro. Trying to get probes, I guess. Average APM, about even in 360 to 352 for these players. Oracle down. Nexus probably down. Although, is he at the point where he's going to let it finish and then kill it when it's done? That would probably be the smart move here. Lings inside the main base, not doing a whole lot. They can't get a surround in this tight circumstance, so that's not going to work out. There's a cancel. Okay. So he does eventually just go for the Nexus and force a cancel on it. Pig, again, income, nothing. He has 500 minerals. He's building another Nexus left side, but Neuro has 2 mining bases right now, sort of. This one is effectively mined out. I mean, at this stage, I think Neuro should probably take the bottom right. Pig can afford to expand again. He's got enough workers to saturate 2 bases if they come up. He's going to get the Lurker Den for the 2nd time today. And then recall out and lose, 3 or 4 Zealots. That's fine. Could be worse. And he is trying to expand up here, but guess who is in the house? Zerglings. Zerglings are here. He's getting probes because they're easier pickoffs for 1, but also Pig does not want to be replacing probes. Oh! Neuro's biggest source of income just got wrecked. Army positioning. A little bit to be desired, honestly, for both players at this stage. Oh, this base goes down too. Oh, no. Neither players have any income right now. Look at it. Look at how the minerals are barely moving for these players. Oh, probe count for Pig falling. He's got 28 of them. There's only 48 drones on the map. That is 44 drones down and 81 probes killed to this point. Resources lost, 54,000 for Pig, 58,000 for Neuro. Just these little Ling run-bys, burrowing Lings all over the place. Nobody really feels comfortable expanding. Pig can't. Pig has to oh, he is. He just tossed down a Nexus. Okay, that is his last 400 minerals, man. He's got 92 sitting here. This is getting an epic tag. This is coming down to it, guys. Army value bigger for Pig, but the Lurkers are hard to deal with. Trying to jump on it, but Pig's response time is too good. The storm is too strong in the situation. Zealots are back at the 5th base for the 18th time today. There are 49 drones on this base. They're going to mineral walk on out of there. These Lings. Burrow! Ah, they didn't burrow this time. He did not burrow. Not this time. This is good. This is a really, really, really good match. Good close game between these two players. He made another Void Ray. He's just denying all of the mining over here. That's kind of cool. 10 kills on this dude?
I mean, he's dead now, but still.
You know, 10 kills is not bad. If you get 10 kills as a StarCraft 2 unit and then you die, that is a success, I think. No matter who you are. Keep sending Zealots, man. Zealots are way more effective counterattackers than Zerglings are, it turns out. Just tougher. Harder to remove from the map. Okay, so Pig has got one saturated base right now. That's what he's rolling with, economically. Neuro's long distance mining, so the income creeping back up into Pig's favor. Obviously, based on the situation we're finding ourselves in. Sometimes you don't need to look at the income tab to know what's going on. Alright, another hatch down. When I say another hatch, yeah, that's the 5th hatch to die today. These players are just on so low econ. Every base on this map has been taken or attempted to be taken at some point. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, so Pig posturing a little bit. He doesn't want to go crazy far onto creep. That's how people die. Oh, these lings, though. These lings. Yeah, you can't also get away from your source of income. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yeah. Okay, so cancel the Nexus. Pig gets a refund. He's back up to 700 minerals as a result. A couple more drones die from the long distance mining situation here along the right side. Neuro. Is he down to... He's down to equal worker numbers of pigs. 27 to 27. Neuro had such a worker lead. Yeah, these Immortals have seen some stories, man. 17, 18 kills. 4 kills on that one. 19 kills on that Immortal. The Lurkers, 1, 6, 5, and 3. Yeah, see, the thing about Zerg is they just rely on numbers so much that you're not going to have the superhero-powered unit that gets 37 kills like Immortals do. You're going to get, 18 Hydras that combine for 37 kills. Generally, that's how that works anyway. Alright, probe dead. Top left base attempted to be taken by Pig again. Here at 32 minutes. Look at this like dust coming out of the left side of the map here. Very strange. Zell's going for another attack. You can probably kill this Nidus network. Killing hatches, not bad. Not that Neuro is spending a ton of money recently, but okay, don't overextend. Definitely don't want to have to do that. Oh, Ling's taking a roundabout path to this base. Oh, Zealots get the hatchery, but Ling's running in, warping in immediately. So he's like, hey, go ahead and storm us. We're on top of your Zerg, or we're on top of your probes, man. Pig, stutter stepping around on the creep. Feeling like the boss man here. Feeling like the big man on campus. Neuro's got a hatch coming up at that right side source of income. Zealot's getting the Roach Warren. We haven't seen a Roach Maid in some time, but they were really integral to staying alive in the early stage here. Ling's got up to the top left, but no, the Zealots and Archons handling those Zerglings like pros, like the best of friends that they are. Oh, catching these Lings before they can rally to wherever they were going and just killing them. Another hatch goes down. I think Pig has done it. I think this might be our final engagement. Storm in where you need to storm. Archon in where you need to Archon. GG. Very GG. Well played, says Neuro. Always a man of good manner. Wow, says Pig. Good luck, have fun next. And Pig pulls out the victory in 34 minutes and about 3 seconds. That was crazy pants. What a great match that was. I think Pig is still in the game. Still running around killing stuff. There you go. And he's finally left. Wow. That was such a great match. I mean, I'm a Zerg main. I'm not even mad that Pig won. He really worked his butt off for that. He was down big time in base count and income, in army value. At one point, he'd lost more resources than Neuro pretty substantially, and that's never a good thing. And look at the end of the game. 69,000 resources lost to 58 for Pig. That is... That's crazy that he was able to do that many good trades over the course of the last 10 minutes of this match. 10 or 15 minutes. It feels like he was just constantly doing it the way you need to do it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. 84 probes down and 1. 5 Nexuses down and 1. 24 Archons, 17 Immortals, and 1. That is not often a line you'll see in a ZVP where a Protoss just wins the game. I mean, on the other side, Neuro, 7 hatcheries, 2 Hydralisk dens, 2 Lurker dens. We've got a Hive as well, 10 Queens. How many Lurkers died? 69 Lurkers died. I think that 529 Zerglings went down. Nidus Network, 8 Spines. I mean, this was a bloodbath. A bloodbath for both players, but so fun. So much fun. Big respect to both of these guys, giving us an incredible PvZ here today. And it's just, Pig was using his casters, man. Using that Storm, using that feedback, using the Immortals against the Lurkers in situations that it made sense to, not engaging into situations where it was stupid, sending DT and Zealot counterattacks all over the place constantly. No one thing won this game for Pig. It was a ton of tiny little incredible decisions. He was able to pull it out. And again, these guys know each other very, very well, and you can tell. So great match between these two players. Again, please check them out. And, yeah, that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.